Yo, 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 welcome to Yo Chat No Filter. How y'all doing out there? Yo, is it me or is everyone, it can't be just me, but is everyone waiting for the Drake album? I gotta know what he's doing on this album. People say it's been boring out there. It's been boring. Huh? We have no club bangers like how we used to. We ain't getting the Drake vibe. We don't have the Drake blessing. He's not sitting there throwing his shit and people catching it. Oh, a hit. Oh, caught a hit. Oh, catching a hit over here. Everybody was catching hits. He was spreading the love. And then they turned their back on him. And now we got Iceman. So cold. He's cold-hearted now. This gotta be the thing. I'm cold-hearted. I'm working different. You know, you see him in a Cold-Heart jacket, looking like a real, like he's putting in some construction work or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. He's having a good rollout.
I think the rollout was amazing. I think the fire. But yeah, just looking forward to the music.
What do you think of all of the antics he's done? He had an explosion the other day. Now there's the eyes.
Like, I love it. Best rollout possible. So that's what we're here for.
It's good stuff. You gotta boost the album's potential, I think he's doing a good job.
I'm excited for this to come out. Super excited. I'm still listening to the last album every day.
Who are you hoping to be featured on the album?
Summer Walker or something. Maybe Yeba. I'm trying to see big futures, Future, Weekend maybe.
Well, I don't know. It could be a few surprises. I don't know. But honestly, I hope nobody. I hope he just does his own thing. I hope it's just Drake. I hope he comes with the heat. That's what the people want to hear. So yeah, just solo dolo.
When do you think that this is gonna come out?
Maybe by the end of the week.
Maybe in 30 days.
I got a good feeling about 7 days. Something about 7 days.
And what do you love most about Drake?
It's from Toronto. It's authentic. It's hometown. It's the home city. It's everything that we want it to be. So gotta root for the home team.
People are not liking the rollout.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Drake Iceman rollout is immediately one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, before we even get into this video, Drake, I need the ISO cam because y'all might not see that. Look at this. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Homie is tonguing down some ice for Drake. That's insane. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I'm assuming it's a Drake stan. I'm gonna tell you, Drake stans, y'all never gonna beat the allegations after this. Y'all never gonna beat the allegations. Listen, Jay-Z, Kendrick, and Dave are three of my favorite rappers ever. And I really, really want all three of them to drop projects, but you will never, in the history of Everdom, catch me licking anything for their album to drop. Huh? What's the crazy part? Drake ain't even really tell y'all to lick it. He just said melt it. And immediately y'all got well, of course I gotta tongue it down. Anyway, let's get into the video. Shout out to the Ville.
All of these Drake fans have lost their mind, and it's only told me one thing, that they are very easy to manipulate and they're very easy to distract. Everybody.
The worst part is I don't even think he the only one that licked the ice. I think there is another dude who licked the ice too.
Is so quick to go to this ice culture that they're forgetting what's going on in the court of law right now. And understand that when Drake is pushing out this album, it's at the same time while he's in court trying to appeal his defamation case. In the same time while he's trying to appeal this case, he is pointing the finger at a dead man, a dead rap legend, Tupac Shakur. This is the problem with this rollout.
And what's crazy is, if anybody knows, they know that I have been the number one person maybe not I've been one of my name was in the lawsuit. You feel me? So I've been pushing this and I've been telling people how actually crazy what Drake is doing and how anti-hip hop for a long time. It definitely feels like some people are now just waking up.
You got some haters. You got the Kendrick fans. They're hating on the rollout, which I understand. You're a Kendrick fan.
LAMAR straight. I heard you like it young. Get out the way, man. Get out the way. Get me out the way, homie. You a lame too. You a lame too. Hey, Drake, you on the phone with an A minor. LAMAR dude.
It shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't have stan fans that sit there and just really just do that. But life is life. Okay, and life be lifing, right? That's what they say. All right, cool.
Drake, he's the king of Toronto, so we're just showing Kendrick whose city he's in.
And what did some LAMAR fans have to say about the feud?
Had to be here because I feel like it's disrespectful that Kendrick Lamar comes in Drake's hometown and performs, even though he's dragging the beef.
We support Drake. He's the king.
So you have that, you have the haters, but Drake is minding his business. You know, he's minding his business. He got the rollout, as you see. You got people burning the ice. You got people dropping coal on the ice. They looking for the date when it's going to drop, right? The Kendrick fans are even minding their own business. I mean, wait, no. I mean, the Drake fans are minding their own business. Drake is minding his own. Well, he's not really minding his own business. He is kind of poking the bear. You know what I'm saying? Sending little shots to Kendrick's. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So maybe the fans do, you can weigh that out. Maybe the fans do have a right to sit there and stick up for their Kendrick, right? Their king, right? This is crazy. You guys, it's wild, man. But anyway, I'm loving how everything is going down. You see how they covering it. It's on live news. It's everywhere. May 15th, we have a dropping. Okay, we have a dropping, right? And then the kid goes to the house. He gets the $25,000 or whatever it is, 10, 20, 30, 50, whatever. Right? He gets that. And we all happy. We know we got to count down to the date. We know this. People are talking about, and I'm seeing pictures online. I don't know if they're fake or not, because you know how the net be. It'd be crazy. I see pictures of Kendrick with a fire face. The fans could be doing it for him, though. But they talking about Kendrick is trying to melt the ice for Iceman. It's crazy. That's what they doing out there. You got all type of stuff going on there. You got people just throwing their own AI thing there, saying it's Kendrick. You got people throwing their own Iceman stuff, saying it's Drake. The war is going on between the fans at this point. So them dudes gonna jump back in the ring at some point. They saying Kendrick got an album to come out to put out the fire.
Your boy K-Dot was leaving the studio last night in LA in a fireman suit. Now, I find that quite peculiar because Drake is about to drop an album in about 2 weeks from now called Iceman. Now, we all know that he's going to take some subliminal shots at Kendrick, or maybe he has a diss track ready in this new album for Kendrick. But this is what I think is about to happen on May the 15th. I think that Kendrick is going to drop an album called Fireman the same day that Drake drops his album called Iceman, and he is not going to let his foot above the gas. It's going to be like, we're going to sit back and be like, wait, play that again? What? Oh my God. Like, we're going to be reacting like that. I mean, just look at it. Look at it, man. Put 2 and 2 together. Think about it now. Think about it. They say Kendrick been working on some new music for a minute, right? It's been a while since he put something out. Drake's about to drop. We know Drake taking shots at this man in his album. Come on, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. May the 15th. That morning, y'all just stay near your phones, man. I'm telling you, something is going to happen. We are going to have another legendary moment in hip hop.
If Drake is Iceman and Kendrick Lamar is Fireman, we got some Marvel going on, and we're going to have a hell of a summer. It's going to be a hell of a year. What is Kendrick Lamar's going to have on his album if he's coming out on Drake's day or within Drake's week time? If he's coming out, what is he going to have on there? If it's going to be disses, definitely going to be disses, or is it just an album to shut down whatever he's doing? Because he said he wants the party to die. Okay, and the party is kind of dead because we're out here and we're like, yo, we don't got no hits to hit the club with and shake it up with the ladies, right? Okay, cool. So the party's dying and Drake trying to bring the party back. So y'all don't understand the real war that's going on here. It's party against like conscious music, against lyrical music, against bars, against the essence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Versus party. Because when you're partying, you're not learning nothing. A lot of times we need to learn something. We have to learn something. A lot of times the young dudes are not listening to TV. They're not listening to the old heads. They're listening to music. So to have a youngin listen to some music that have some substance to it could be what Kendrick Lamar wants instead versus what Drake wants. You know what I'm saying? But Drake is probably just out here just doing what he do. They both can coexist. There's no need for no real war. But I guess Kendrick Lamar wanted the party to die for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And since Drake is trying to bring the party back, no, he wanted to die some more. So what he's going to do is bring back something probably dope that has nothing to do with dissing, but ready to diss him. Okay, he's ready to diss Drake, but he's going to bring out something nice and something with substance versus his party stuff. There you go. Now, I'm thinking that. That's what I'm thinking. This is all alleged. Everything on this is all alleged, please. Okay? Now, Drake, hopefully he's giving us what we are looking for. We're looking for the old Drake. We're not looking for the Drake that's in battle mode trying to get back at Kendrick. We're not doing that. We are past that. Maybe he's not, but we're past that. So we want to move on. Maybe he want to stay. So if he want to stay, he's going to give us some bars and then some hits. But if he don't want to stay in that little funk that he's in, then what's going to happen is we're going to get nothing but hits and we're back in the club shaking it up with the ladies. Woo! Smooth breakdown. That's the war right now. It's like good versus evil, but it's not really evil. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to party. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to, you could call evil boredom because certain things is bored. So you could say boredom versus evil. Yeah, let it put a little bit on both sides. I'm not judging either one, but I'm just saying sometimes learning can be boring. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes partying can be too much, and we need to learn. So This is the war that they're having right now, and it seems dope. Let's see what Academics got to say, because I know he always into what Drake is doing. Okay? He's always into, so let's see what he got to say. Maybe he could give us some insight on what we getting for this Drake album. And then we out of here. Like and subscribe. Leave it in the comments. Yo, Chap No Filter.
Wow. Y'all think Drake is gonna tap back in with maybe Push, maybe Dot? You know, obviously everybody's trying to figure out the they're trying to figure out the angle. You know, obviously I do think Drake is leaving some Easter eggs out there. And maybe this is just a top rapper type of thing, but we're definitely spoiled because of the battle where we have to kind of read into a lot of things to connect dots, like the Pinocchio, the this, that, and third. Obviously, our, you know, friend to the stream, What's the Dirt? He's been really tapped in as well. He also just gave a breakdown, and he said, check this out.
Because of the release date. Drake's Iceman booklet went viral because of the release date, but the booklet itself is the most important part. I think this booklet is what tells the story of everything that's to come. First, we see the front and back cover of the booklet, and this is the most important part because it sets the stage of the story. We see a weird-looking cartoon, and this is directly from a Japanese video game from 1991. The character I'm showing on screen is actually pretty popular in Japan, as he's featured in a bunch of different video games over the years. But I don't feel the character itself is really what's important. What's really important is the type of game that's being played. It's called Pachinko, and it's a game in Japan that is tied to gambling. I thought gambling was illegal in Japan. Well, it actually is, but with the game of Pachinko, they found a loophole in order to gamble legally. If you go to Japan, you'll see these machines everywhere. In fact, this is a multi-trillion-dollar industry, even bigger than Vegas and Singapore combined. But how do they gamble if it's illegal? Well, it's because they set up a bunch of steps in order to do it. The way that this game works is you play and you win these little metal balls. From there, you take the balls and exchange them for a token. Then after that, you take the token to a completely separate location and business entirely, and that's where you trade the tokens in for cash. So on paper, technically, it's not gambling and it's not illegal. It's a loophole. Okay, so how would this link back to Drake's Iceman, and why would he make this, of all things, important enough to be the front and back cover of the booklet? Because at the end of the day, it's exactly like the music business. In music, one company owns this, another company distributes that, another company promotes this, another company covers media, another company handles the money. Everything is split up into these separate pieces and shell companies, but somehow the exact same machine always ends up winning all the money. And I think that speaks volumes for why he would make this, of all things, the cover of the booklet. Drake is looking at the music business like a game. He's fully aware that the whole thing is rigged. It's a game where nothing's really direct. Everything is hidden behind technicalities. A game where the people who really understand the structure are the ones who have the most power. And although Drake is a player, I believe he understands the game better than pretty much anyone. For that reason, I believe Drake found a loophole of his own in some way, meaning after all these years of contracts and royalty issues and business games, he may have figured out a way to play the system back. Not as the artist getting played, but as the player within the game playing the game against itself. And if I'm right about what Drake is saying here, then Iceman starts to make even more sense. And when you crack this book open, the next page is May 15th, which is not just the day Iceman drops, but the start of a chain of events that Drake has planned for a very long time. In a sense, May 15th is the start of the game. I'm going through this whole book and breaking it all down, so check out the YouTube channel, don't miss it.
Rollout. I really like it. Though I did have a conversation with Drake. I think once I reacted to Ben the Don, I had a conversation with Drake, and he was just like, no, what Ben heard wasn't the final album. And that was pretty much what he said, right? So, I was like, all right, good. Because I think I had criticism, not of Ben himself, but I was just like, I don't want an album filled with a bunch of bars. Like, yes, we want bars, but You know, you got these haters like, yo, the only way to come back, he gotta just rap like 1,000,000 bars on 18 songs. He gotta just have conductor beats and maybe him and Alchemist, and he gotta like really get on the primo beats. That's how he's at. Nah, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, that's what I was like, get them niggas the fuck out of here. And he basically told me, nah, it's not what it's gonna be. He was like, yo, come on, you know me. This is a Drake album. And that was a good assurance. So, you know, that's the only conversation we've had about music. I don't want to hear the songs before. I don't want to know what made the cut. I'm pretty sure maybe 1 or 2 songs maybe got leaked that he might keep. I don't know. But that's as much as I know. I know it's May 15th. We're going to have an interesting and really exciting time. Chat, we all know my birthday show is on May 15th, but we know we do the listening party on May 14th. So May 14th going into the 15th, we're going to have a listening party, and then we're going to fucking celebrate at my fucking birthday party. So shout out to my man DJ Busy. Is it Blizzy? He's going to be my DJ there. He better have all the new Drake songs, because we might have after the show, I might talk to the venue. We might just have to have a listening party at the show. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? We got to have fun. In a second, I see a lot of people doing some great breakdowns. And I think this is where hip-hop is at now. Hip-hop is in a place where, you know, I guess I got to say for better or for worse, because do we need to have like Easter egg hunts for every person's album and whatever? You know, I think that kind of came out during the battle. It kind of continued a bit. We see J. Cole, obviously, and Drake, and even Kendrick. They kind of like leave these Easter eggs that fans could really like, you know, lean into. But it appears that it's taken even more shape with even Drake's new album. You've seen Drake did the whole rollout where he specifically put stuff in ice and is like, all right, hey, there's a booklet attached.
First thing I want to say is that it's good that we have the Easter eggs and stuff. I know that sometimes it may be annoying for certain people, but to know that an artist is taking this time to do a little extra for the fans to participate, for them to interact as much as they can without touching hands, that's a dope thing. So, yeah, they should always do that. They should always do a dope rollout. They should always do things where they can touch ground with the fans, so to speak. Besides that, you're not looking for the bar heavy stuff, and that's good. And that's what I'm thinking. Like, no bar heavy. Let's get back in the clubs. Let's get back to doing what you've been doing. Let's get back to doing like whatever you've been doing to make these people always want to jump on a feature with you. That's how you got Rick Ross. That's how you got Montana. That's how you got Future. That's how you got Metro Boomin. That's how you got these people. They want to jump on a track with you. And you want to jump on a track with them too, maybe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the insides of everything, but people wanted to jump on a track with him. Even if it wasn't those guys, there was a lot of people that wanted to jump on a track with him. He made that. He made that of himself. So I think it's a dope thing. Who knows what's going to happen? What do you think Drake meant when he said to DJ Academics, when he said, yo, this is going to be a Drake album? What do you think he meant by that? What did he mean? What the hell did he mean when he said this is going to be a Drake album? There's so many Drake albums. So please leave it in the comments. Tell me, what the hell do you think he meant when he said this is going to be a Drake album? I'm hoping it means he's getting back to his old self. But what do you think he means? Leave it in the comments. Like and subscribe. Yo, chat no filter. Like rocking with you. Catch you later. One.